Good day, MET330 students. In this video, we're going to make a basic Fortran program and build upon it, such that you can understand the basics of the Fortran programming language. To begin, I've already SSH'd into one of the lab machines, so if you're not in the lab, go ahead and do that. If you are in the lab, just go ahead and open up a terminal window and change directories to your MET330 directory. Again, you can confirm where you are with the pwd Linux command. And we see that I am in my MET330 directory. I'm going to go ahead and just make a new program from scratch, not starting with anything here. And so we can give it any name we want. So I'm going to go ahead and use VI to generate my initial file. And I'm going to call it just new_program.for. Again, the extension here, the .for, is more for our human readable purposes. But it'll also help to color the Fortran program correctly in terms of the text when we're in there. Let's go ahead and hit enter. Enter in. We are now in a blank file. Again, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see that it says new file here, and we've got new_program.for. So in order to go ahead and get started with this program, we're going to go ahead and hit I to get into insert mode. And again, let's recall what needs to be our first line in any Fortran program. Give yourself a minute to think. Go ahead and pause the video if need to. But the first line is our program statement line. And so we must first start at the 7th column. One way to check that out is here down in the lower right-hand corner, 1, 7, row 1, column 7. And we get our program. And so we see, since we titled our file .for, program now turns on my computer to this magenta purple color. And again, just need to give it our name of our file. New_program will work. This doesn't necessarily have to match what you make the actual file name. It's more for your purposes when it's open so that you know what this program is. Again, Fortran here is the very specified structure of the first 6 columns being reserved. We want to now put in our comment block, and so we're going to make some, we're going to put in some C's here for our comment block. There are many good important elements to our comment block. For example, we should put the name of the program, new_program is a test program to learn Fortran. I'm just going to go to a new line here, syntax. So it's a basic program, nothing too onerous here. Make sure you put your name in there so that if somebody else comes by it in the future, they know who wrote it, and then what date you made this on. And so we'll go ahead and put in today's dates. So you see this, I did this a while ago on July the 30th rather. Again, with these lines of C's I'm putting in, you don't have to do this. This is something that I've done through my work to help signify this comment block here at the beginning of the program. Now to begin here, we're just going to do a simple print statement as a part of this program to print some output so we can make sure that it's running fine and show this piece of just working through things iteratively. And so we're going to go ahead and print star, comma, which is just going to print to the screen. And we're going to have it print meteorology is awesome. And then one thing we can't forget in our Fortran programs is, in fact, the end statement. So again, the beginning of our program always needs to have the program statement up at the top, and it must always have the end statement as the last thing. Otherwise, when we go to compile, it will throw an error. So this is the basic context of any sort of program. Right now, this program, the only thing it's going to do is ever print something back to us to the screen. That's okay. Let's go ahead and make sure this actually runs and works. So first I went ahead and wrote it to file, saved it to file. Now I'm going to go ahead and right quit. So I hit escape to get out of insert mode into command mode, to get out of RVI. And now we are back here. And I'm going to do a long list in time reverse order. We see new_program.for down there at the bottom. Again, this is our source program. We need to make it into an object program. The way we do that in Fortran is we must compile. Our compiler we've aliased to GF77-O. We're going to specify the output here. So we're going to call it new_program.exe. And the program we're going to compile is newprogram.for. Hitting enter, we don't get any errors. Go ahead and long list in time reverse order. We get newprogram.exe down there, and we see if we see there in the fourth space we have that X, which means it's executable. And so we can go ahead and run it. To run our file, /new_program.exe, and it prints out the one simple command we had in our file. Meteorology is awesome. So let's go ahead. I'm going to clear the screen, bring everything back up to the top. I'm going to go ahead and go back into new program. I'm using tab completion here. So if you start typing out the name of a file and hit tab, it will complete up to the point where it doesn't, where it can't specify between two different files, and then you can complete it out there. So since we now have newprogram.for and newprogram.exe, it stops at the dot, and I just add in the FOR there. Makes for less typing, less chance for error. One of the nice side effects for this class is that your typing should hopefully improve over the course of the semester. All right, so we don't have any variables in this new program so far, so let's go ahead and add some just for funsies here. And again, we want to recall that we want to specify all of our names of our variables. So what we need to add is implicit none. This means we're going to have to specify every single variable. And so let's go ahead and specify a variable. Let's say we're going to do a real variable, so a decimal point. We're going to have pressure. And let's do something with that pressure variable. Let's say pressure equals 1,000. But then we're going to want a new variable here. So we're going to want new_pressure. Again, variable names that are meaningful to the human. And we're going to say new_pressure equals pressure plus, let's say 12.0. And then we'll go ahead and print star, comma, the variable new_pressure. And so the question you should ask yourself as we're writing this code is, we specified pressure equals 1,000. Okay, pressure was a real. And now we're specifying new_pressure equals pressure plus 12.0. And so what should result from this new_pressure variable when we run it? So as we go ahead and save and quit, so hit escape to get into command mode, WQ, we'll save and quit out of that. Again, now since we've changed our program, we need to recompile, so GF77-O, new_program.exe, new_program.for. Compile, no errors. New_program.exe. We now get meteorology is awesome since we didn't take out that line, and 1012.0000, which is the real representation of our new pressure that we added 12 millibars to, if we're assuming that these are in millibars here. So that's it for a simple program, kind of building it from scratch. Again, this idea of iterative approaches, maybe now we want to do something with either adding more pressure or maybe taking averages of pressures or something like that. If we had multiple pressures, and we could do that sort of thing within our Fortran programs. But again, work in these iterative steps, save, compile, see if there's errors, run, see if it gives the output we expect, and so on. This testing and iterative process is such an important part of computer programming. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.